Hello guys, my name is Moiz and today I will be teaching about ultrasonic sensors. Let's start. What is an ultrasonic sensor? The ultrasonic sensor is a transreceiver module. What this means is it transmits a wave and then it receives a wave that is how you will know what is the distance or what is the range of something kept ahead of you. Uh, this uh, this module works on frequency more than 20,000 hertz. This particular this particular HC-SR04 works on 40 kilohertz frequency. Uh, Next, intercepts the waves reflected by an obstacle. Now, what this means is this is an object. This is a receiver and a transmitter. This is a module. Just imagine a module here. This will transmit a wave. This is an obstacle. Now this will refract the wave and this will again receive the wave, and this is called this intercepts the waves reflected by an obstacle. This object is an obstacle. This will transmit a wave and this will receive the wave again. Now this is the working of it: electric signals, ultrasonic signals, electric signals. This electrical signal is from the Arduino or Raspberry Pi, whatever you are using. This will send an electric signal. Then it will be converted into ultrasonic signals, which will transmitted by this module. Now this will again be received by this module, and it will again be converted into electrical signal, and then it will be analyzed, and you will get the data or duration range, whatever you want. Now this is the specifications for HC-SR04. It provides 2 to 400 centimeter non-contact measurement. What does non-contact means? This means non-contact. There is no contact between this and this object. There is a distance between this object, and this distance is minimum to 2 centimeter and maximum 400 centimeter. There can be more or less, but depends on the module. This particular module does only this much. Operating voltage is 5 volts and working frequency is 40,000, as I told. And the triggered input signal is 10 microseconds. The pulse, what is a pulse? uh, okay, first this is the working, what I told before. This transmits, here is an Arduino. Imagine this Arduino is sending the signals. Now this module works out that signals, electrical signals, and sends a ultrasonic signal to the obstacle. Now from the obstacle it receives the signal again from this ego point. I will explain all the parts. Just understand this concept first. This is a trigger part. It sends an ultrasonic wave. This is an obstacle. It again gets in the echo part the signal. This is the working start pulse, then and then echo time pulse. Now this is the signal. 10 microsecond means it is high for 10 microseconds and low for all the other seconds. Whatever you want, this is low, and 10 microseconds should be high. In the code you will know this. What this does from Arduino, it sends a sonic burst from the module of 8 cycle sonic burst. This is an 8 cycle sonic burst. This will hit the object and it will come again, and it will come in this form, this waveform. This waveform, what it tells is this the amount of time this is high is the duration, is this duration. It goes from here and it comes again. This is the distance. You want this distance, okay? You want from here to here. This is the distance you want. But what this does, this shows that this is the duration from it goes from here to here, again here. This means double the time, double the duration. Just remember this concept. You will know this about in code. Now this is the pin configuration. You can put into the same configuration as I put. You will know VCC is 5 volt, of course. Ground, you put it to ground, and this you can put to trigger. You can put to 2, echo point you can put to 4. Then ultrasonic sensor can measure. This is the applications. It can tell you about the distance. It can tell you about the level, ground level. It shows like you must have seen sonars. This uses ultrasonic waves. Presence of an object ahead of you, diameter of an object, and position of an object. These are the applications. This is an proximity sensor, that means something is ahead or not. This is an obstacle avoider, and this is you can know that there is an object behind or not. Now this is the configuration I was telling about. You can see it clearly. 2 will go to the eco. Trigger point will go to the fourth of your module, Arduino, and this is ground and VCC. VCC means 5 volts. Okay, so now this is done. So let's move on to the coding part. Okay, now let's move on to the coding part. I'll explain all the code line by line so you don't have any problem. Okay, starting with the first line, int trig pin equals to 4. What this means is we are initializing the trig point. You can do any initialize like x, y, z, but we are showing that trigger pin is set to 4 on Arduino module. Similarly, we are setting eco pin at 2 on Arduino module, that I've shown you already in the configuration how you'll do the pin configuration. So we are setting 4 and 2 for eco pin and trigger pin. Um, Now in void setup, this is as follows: pin mode trig pin output. This what it does is we are setting that trig pin will send an output burst. What this output will be, I'll show you. This this sonic burst will be the output from the trig pin. But how we'll set this outburst, that I told you that trigger input we have to give 10 microseconds high and everything other low. This how we will do is in the next line. I'll show you. Serial dot begin. This means the serial monitor will open and you can see the result in there like this will be the result. You can see the result 9600. You will set it baud number. In void loop, long duration distance. Long is best for duration distance because you will get too much decimal points, so long is the best for this. Then digital write trig pin equals to low. Now this code is where you set the trigger output from the Arduino to the module. This is how you set this. Digital write trig pin equals to low. Equals to low means this part, trigger pin low. This is the low for 2 microseconds. Assume this is 2 microseconds. Then from here 10 microseconds. This this shows that the next line shows this is the low for 2 microseconds. Now here you should use delay microseconds 2, or else it will take in milliseconds. Um, if you write only delay, it will take in milliseconds, not microseconds. So you should write delay microseconds 2 for the low part. Then this here it comes high, trig pin digital write trig pin high, delay microseconds 10. What this does is this part, the next part. First we are setting 2 microseconds low, then 10 microseconds high. This high part is shown by this. Now again we'll make it low, digital write low. Now you can keep it low because there is already a pulse made. Too low, then 10 microseconds high, then again low forever. If you want, that is your wish. This is the general idea of how you make the pulse from Arduino to the trigger module. Now what the module does is it converts into this 8 sonic burst, as I told you. This is the Arduino to ultrasonic. This way will form. Now what module does, it converts this signal into an 8 cycle sonic burst, which it will send to the obstacle, and that obstacle will give you a wave in this form. Now I already explained you how this duration is counted. This duration is double the duration it will take for module, for that reaching from module to the obstacle. This is the double the duration. So what happens in this, next we are calculating that this duration how we will get is pulse in echo point high. Now what this is, I'll explain you. Okay, here this is the uh, uh, receive received signal. Okay, so received signal is always low, then suddenly it will become high for a certain period of time. This is the duration, and again it will be low. So this module will know that this is the duration, this is the part where it is always being high. Next part is I'll know the distance. Now I told you that that duration is double the duration you want. So this duration part we have to divide by 2, and this is the speed of sound, 0.034. It's 330 meter per seconds, but that meter per second will convert into centimeter per microseconds. So you will get this answer as I already told you in the explanation. Now this is an if loop. If this is not necessary, but this is to show the range. If distance is less than 0, it is of course out of range because there is no negative distance. And 200 centimeter, you are saying that maximum 200 centimeter. So if the distance is more than 200 centimeter or less than 0, then it will show you out of range, or else it will show you the distance, this distance, this is the distance, and in centimeters, this distance is in centimeters. Delay 500, so you can see the data. If not, if this is not delayed, you will see continuously a stream of data and you will not make out anything. So this is just to delay some results so you can analyze it properly. Okay. Now this is for the coding part. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe to Robotics, and please share with your friends so they can also learn about this. Thank you.